Dear friends, welcome to Learning About. In this video, I'm going to solve questions from logical reasoning from the previous year papers of DFCCIL, that is the Dedicated Freight Corridor Corporation of India Limited. Now, they have announced like 1074 vacancies which belong to different departments and different cadres. If you see, there are like three major cadres. Now the three major cadres and different departments like civil, mechanical, signal operations, and signal and telecommunication operations, and BD. For all this, the general knowledge, general aptitude and reasoning, the numerical ability part, all this is like common. Okay. Now in that, if you see the junior manager and executive, you have about totally part 1 24 questions. In that you can expect the reasoning and numerical ability about 12 to 15 questions, and in executive operations and BD you can expect about 24 to 30 questions in this aptitude reasoning. And when it comes to junior executive, you can expect about again 24 to 30 questions in the aptitude reasoning part. Okay, so when I say aptitude reasoning, it also includes the numerical ability. Okay, now so as far as this video is concerned, I'm going to solve only the logical reasoning part. Numerical ability, there are other videos that we have made. You can make use of that. Also, the questions, if you look at it, it is very similar to the Staff Selection Commission questions, the reasoning part. So I have also given link to those videos in the description below. You can make use of those videos as well. Our previous videos on staff selection, JE and CHSL and CGL, etc. Now the topics from which you can expect these questions are listed here. You can expect like one question from each of this. So in some cases you get only 6 questions in logical reasoning, 6 to 8 questions. In some cases you get 12 questions. So these are the topics from which you can expect the questions. And so please remember, there is a 1/4 negative mark for wrong answers. I repeat, there is 1/4 negative mark for wrong answers. So all these are multiple choice questions, and 1/4 negative mark for wrong answer. And this is the qualifying cutoff as far as the total of CBT, the computer based test, is concerned. This is the qualifying mark, the 40% for the unreserved category, 30% for the scheduled caste, OBC, non-creamy layer, and the EWS. So the first question is a very simple question. It is like finding the odd one out. Okay, so you have to find which one is different, and they have given numbers here. So you can expect numbers or alphabet based questions here. Here it is, this question is based on numbers, and it is very predictable. Why it is predictable? Now you look at the options. 361 we know it is 19 square, 289 we know it is 17 square, and 484 we know it is 22 square. Now what you have here, 44, which is half of, double of 22, and 34 is double of 17, and 38 is double of 19. Okay, now here half of 32 is 16. Now 16 square is 256. So this should have ideally been 256, but it is 258. So this is the odd one out in the group. So answer for the first question is answer option 1. Okay, so the relationship is you have a number, okay, and then you have square of half of that number. Now this is the relation. So first question, answer option 1, 32 and 258, that is the one that is different. So 3 of them are alike, 1 is different. Which one is that? That's the question. Now second question, if it is possible to make a meaningful word with the first okay, so this is the first and the fifth. Okay, so fifth is this, and the seventh. Okay, so seventh is yes, and the ninth is A, and the 12th letters. Okay, 12th letter is E. So 12th letters of the word circumstance, which are the following will be the third letter of that word. Okay, so what we have here is C, U, S, A, E. Okay, so I think it's a very easy guess. The possible meaningful word would be cause. So cause is a very popular word. Now what is asked here is what is the third letter of that word. So U is the third letter of the word cause. That's the most popular meaningful word that we can get. So answer for question number 2, is answer option 2. The third question, it's a mirror image question. So as far as mirror image is concerned, what we have to remember is what comes on the top in the uh, original image, it still comes on the top in the mirror image as well. Okay, but what comes on the left of the image comes on the right of the right in the mirror image. Okay, so what is on the top is on the top, what is on the bottom is on the bottom only, but what is on your left comes to your right in the mirror image. Okay, so if you look at this, now the idea is, so this kind of arrow symbol here, okay, whatever, like that symbol, now this should come to the right. Okay, so there are two possible figures, so either this or this, the remaining two are ruled out, the remaining two are ruled out. Okay, and this small, like the triangle kind of thing which is on your left should come to the right, should come to the right. So now that happens in both the images, so that part is also common. And this arrowhead, which is on your left should come to the right. Okay, now that happens here in this image only. Okay, so this is actually answer option 1, 2, and this is 3, and this is 4. So answer for this question is answer option 3. So please remember, what comes on the top comes on the top only, but what is on your left comes to your right. Okay, and what is on the right comes to the left. Okay, so using that, it's very easy to pick the answer here. Answer is answer choice 3 for question number 3. Now question number 4, select the word from the given alternatives which cannot be formed using the letters of the given word. Now using each letter only once. Okay, so you have exasperation. Now from this word exasperation, you have to pick up different letters, but only one letter once, and then pick up and then form the words. Now here it is easy to pick which one is not possible. That would be answer option 4, erosion. Okay, why erosion is not possible? Because erosion has two O's, and it is clearly said you can pick up only one letter, you can pick up only each letter once. So you have only one O, here. Okay, but that's used, you have only one O, but it's used, twice in erosion. So answer option 4 is the answer for question number 4. Now question number 5, so we have to represent this, they have given us a statement and we have to represent this in the Venn diagram format. Okay, so some of the teachers are writer, some writers are lawyers, some lawyers are teachers. Okay, so we can guess from the figure, but anyhow, let's just try to represent this. Now some of the teachers are writers, so you can say some teachers are writers, and some of the writers are lawyers. Some of the writers are lawyers. Now which you can also write it, you can also draw it like this: teachers, writers. Okay, teachers, writers, lawyers. This is a possibility. I'm not saying that's the answer, it's a possibility. Okay, now it says some lawyers are teachers. So now this image is not correct because lawyers and teachers should be connected. So some lawyers are teachers means you can have this lawyers. Okay, so what we have here, some teachers or writers is represented, then some writers or lawyers is also represented, then some lawyers or teachers, that is also represented. So for this question, answer option 1. Okay, now this image or this like a Venn diagram correctly depicts the given statement. So answer option 1 for question number 5. Now question number 6. Now this is a it's a repeated question across like different cadres and different years. I have seen this kind of like one the rank based question, like often repeated in DFCCIL papers. So this says 71 countries participated in a Commonwealth game. Mauritius ranked 38th from the bottom. What is it ranked from the top? Now you take like let's say a, a country came first. Okay, it came first means from the top it is first, and from the bottom it is 71. Okay, now together it is 72. Now likewise, let's say a country came second. Now from the bottom it will be 70. Together it is 72. So the sum is always 72. From the bottom and the top, if you add, the sum is always 72. Now here they say Mauritius. Okay, so they say Mauritius ranked 38 from the bottom. Ranked 38 from the bottom. So the total is 72. So that means Mauritius would have ranked 34th from the top. So answer is answer option 4 for question number 6. Now question number 7, it is a data sufficiency question. So this is like one question which is different from like the SSC papers. SSC papers I don't remember seeing the data sufficiency question. So otherwise all the other questions are very similar to what is asked in Staff Selection Commission. Okay, now coming to the question here, see data sufficiency, what we have to do is, so now here for example they have asked like who is the youngest among Rima, Usha and Naina. So here it is not about finding who is the youngest, it is about whether the given data is sufficient or not sufficient to find the asked question. Okay, so whether the given data is sufficient or not sufficient. So for this what we have to do is, now we have been given two statements. First you have to consider statement 1 alone. You have to consider statement 1 alone and then see if the statement is sufficient or not. Then you have to consider statement 2 alone and then check whether the statement 2 alone is sufficient or not. Now first when I consider statement 1 alone, let me see what happens. It says Veena is younger than Usha. So Usha is older than Veena. Veena is younger. Okay. But Veena is younger than Usha but older than Rima. Okay. So this is the relation we get. Okay. So first statement, Usha, Veena, Rima. Now this is the order we get. Now what we want is among Rima, Usha and Naina, who is the youngest? But as far as the first statement is concerned, we don't have any data about Naina. Okay, between Rima and Usha we know, but we don't know about Naina. So it is, now we have to check the second statement. Now second statement, do not right away combine it with the first statement. Consider second statement alone. Now second statement says Rima's younger sister was born in the same year as Naina. Okay, so Naina is younger than Rima. Now that is what we can get. Okay, so Rima's younger sister means Rima's, that's obvious, Rima's okay older than the younger sister, and which means Rima is older than Naina. Now here, can we answer the question based on only the second statement? No, because the question is about Rima, Usha and Naina. In the second statement we do not know about Usha. In the second, if you consider second statement alone, we do not know about Usha. If you consider the first statement alone, you do not know about Naina. Okay, but what we want is Rima, Usha and Naina. Now, so statement 1 alone is not sufficient, statement 2 alone is not sufficient. So option 3 and 4 are ruled out. Now what next you have to do? You have to combine statement 1 and statement 2. Now if you combine statement 1 and statement 2, what happens? Usha, okay, Veena, Rima and Naina. Now that is the order that we get. Okay, so among Usha, Rima and Naina, who is the youngest? Naina is the youngest. Of course, we don't have to answer Naina is the youngest. Okay, but we have to combine statement 1 and 2 alone. Sorry, we have to combine statement 1 and 2 together. So both statements are needed. I'm sorry. Both statements together are sufficient. That's answer option 2. Both statements together are sufficient. It's answer option 2. That's the answer for this question. So sometime what happens is that even after combining these two statements, you're not able to answer the question, which means that the answer is data insufficient. So in this case, if you combine statement 1 and statement 2, you're able to answer the question. The answer is answer option 2. Question number 8, it's a very interesting direction based question. So please remember, whenever it comes to direction based question, you have a common a direction guide. Okay, so like north, south, east, west, etc. Right now, based on this, you proceed and get the answer. So Varun, like leaves his house and moves, like 30 kilometers northwest. Okay, so this direction is northwest. So I'll draw 30 kilometers northwest he's going. Okay, then 30 kilometers in the southwest direction. Now from this direction, now west is this and south is coming down. Okay, so he has to kind of come down or takes this direction. That will be, because what is southwest? It is this direction, right? So similarly here, that's the southwest 30 kilometers, and then next he moves 30 kilometers in the southeast direction. So what will be southeast? Southeast would be going like this, right? So that would be, he'll be traveling 30 kilometers southeast, 30 kilometers southeast. Now then he turns towards his home. Okay, now where is his home? This is the starting point. This is where his home is. Okay, so he should go in this direction. Now what is from here, from this point, what is this direction? Okay, now it is like this, going away like this. So that is the northeast direction. So from this point, he's turning towards northeast, and then he's facing the home and he's walking towards the home. So the answer is answer option 1, northeast, for question number 8. Now question number 9, it's a very simple question. Which one is different from the other? Now for questions like this, it is better to have the alphabets, like number. If you know the numbers, that's fine. Otherwise, it is better to write down the numbers and then proceed. So O, we know it is 15, Q is 17, T is 20, and X is 24. Okay, so if you see, the difference between first letter and the second letter is 2, second letter and the third letter is 3, and the third letter and the fourth letter is 4. So the difference is 2, 3 and 4. So here also C plus 2 is E, E plus 3 is H, that you can see here. Okay, so E plus 3 is 5 plus 3 is 8, and then H plus L is 12. So here also the difference is 4. And if you take here, so between K and M, it's K plus M, K plus 2 is M plus 3 is P plus 4 is T. Now whereas if you come here, N plus 2 is P plus 3 is S, okay, and S plus 3 is V. Okay, S is 19, S plus 3, V is 22. Okay, so it is 2, 3, 3. Now this one is, in other cases, the difference is increasing by, the next letter is plus 2, plus 3 and plus 4. But here it is plus 2, 3 and 3. So answer is answer option 4 for question number 9. Now question number 10. So this is a letter series question. Now first, to understand the question, now there are 5 blank space here. Now these 5 blank spaces should be filled with the 5 letters in the option. Now after you have filled it, it should give a particular sequence. Okay, so that should, the sequence, for example, sometimes it is something very easy, something like like A B A B A B, or A B C A B C A B C, or double A double B double C, and sometimes it is very obvious, and then we substitute. We can directly guess and then substitute from the answer choice and then get the answer. But sometimes it is not easily guessable, in which case we have to write these option. What is given, the given series, we have to write it like 4 times and then substitute the answer choice, each of the answer choice. So that's what I'll be doing here. So I've written this 4 times. Now I will substitute the answer choice. Okay, now there should be a proper sequence, but it is not, doesn't mean that the sequence has to be complete here. Okay, so I'm just so this is answer choice 2, I'm substituting. Answer choice 3 is like L, M, N, N and M, and L, N, N, N and M. Now after I have filled this, I know answer choice 1 is the answer. Okay, so L, N, 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 K. So what is the sequence here? We have to cut at 4 place after the 4th letter. Okay, so after this, like this is, it is incomplete. Okay, it is incomplete. It is actually there are 2 more letters. There are 2 more letters, which is L and M. Okay, so which is not mentioned. Okay, but that's okay. That's what I said. Like it doesn't have to be complete by itself, but there should be a proper sequence. So here, what is the sequence here? We have KLMN, and then the first letter here becomes the last letter in the next sequence. That is, LMN is retained as it is, and the K, the first letter here, becomes the last letter. Next, what happens? You have M and K. This among this L and K in the second part, the first letter L becomes the last letter here, and then M and K is retained as it is, and then the first letter becomes the last letter L. Next, what will happen? NKL is retained as it is, and then the first letter becomes the last letter here. Okay, so but among, now anyhow, this the last 2 is not given. What is given is only the second blank, the second space is blank, so that has to be K. Okay, so this is the sequence. 4 letters are there. In the second 4, the first letter in the first 4 becomes the last letter in the second 4, and so on. Okay, so this is the sequence. Answer for question number 10 is answer option 1. So sometimes, as I said, it is very easy, like AB, 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 double A, double B, double C, or like you have ABC, 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 like that. Okay, but sometimes it is not like something very obvious the moment you look at it, which you have to substitute. Okay, little time consuming, but if you have a little patience, you will get the answer correct. Now question number 11, we have come to the end. This is a seating arrangement based question. So it's a circular arrangement based question. So there are 8 places, there are 8 friends. Okay, so we'll mark 8 places. So everybody is looking at the center that we have to understand. Okay, now the first statement given here is that U is in the immediate right of Q. Okay, so let me place Q here, and U is in the immediate right of Q. U is on the immediate right of Q. So everybody is facing the center. So when Q is facing the center, to the right is Q, and V is the neighbor of T. So V is the neighbor of T. I'll just like remember that statement. I'll go to the next statement. R is between T and U. So R is between T and U means R is in the middle. So it can be R in TRU or UTR, but here it is URT. Okay, so here we know U is on one side, so R is in the middle, so T should be on the other side. So we can fill T here. Now I can fill V is the neighbor of T. So R is already one neighbor. So you can place V only here. So V is the neighbor of T. That statement is also considered. So the first statement is considered, the second statement is considered, this third statement is also considered. Now the next one, W is on the immediate left of P but is not the neighbor of T or S. Okay, so W is on the immediate left of P. So let's place P here. P is facing the center. Okay, so P's left is W, because it's, why I'm placing W there, why I'm not placing P here, P in this place and W in the next place, because it says W is not the neighbor of T or S. So S should be here. So this is the order. Now the question is, what is the position of S? Okay, so yes, you can say it is immediate right of P, or you can say immediate left of Q. Now the answer is answer choice 2. It is S is on the immediate left of Q. So answer option 2 is the answer for question number 11. It's a seating arrangement based question. So with this we have come to the end. So I've tried to solve like one type, one question from each of the different types. Now if you have any particular questions among what I have solved, or if you have any questions that you want me to answer or find a solution, please post those questions in the comment section below. If you found this video useful, please press the like button and then share it with your friends. And also, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great day.